Crypto dreams.
What's up, crypto heads? John Fro here from Crypto Dreams. This is the place to be to learn about NFTs, AI, GameFi, and Web3. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. This is an exciting episode. I feel like I say that all the time, but this one truly is exciting. I'm going to be talking about Monad and what separates Monad from the rest of crypto. There's a lot to go over. Really excited about sharing this one with you. Before I begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click like. It really helps out my channel. These episodes take a lot of work, and that's one way that you can support me. All right, to start this episode off, I'm going to begin with what I believe to be the biggest thing that separates Monad from the rest of the pack, and that would be the community. Yes, the Monad tech is incredible. It's fast, it's seamless, it's only testnet, and it is so smooth and it runs perfectly. Monad is solving problems within crypto that need to be solved. It is incredible. This episode is not intended to be a tech-heavy episode. I'm not going to be diving deep into the tech. That is a given. The tech is there. But what you need to have is a community that supports and uses that tech. You need to have builders, creators, people interacting. And Monad has a community unlike any I have ever seen in all of crypto in all of my years. I've been creating on this channel for 4+ years. I was partnered with another channel for 2 years. I've created hundreds of episodes, researched thousands of projects, and I have never seen a community like the Monad community. Never. It is a community like no other. You really got to dive in to fully understand Monad. And that's kind of the purpose of this episode. I'm going to give you a full overview of really what my experience has been within Monad. There's so many toxic projects out there. Crypto can be extremely negative and pull you down, and it's hard to find a bright light. Monad to me is a bright light on a dark night. They stand out, they shine unlike any other project. And one of the primary reasons for this is the community. It's not that just that they have a big community and a great group of KOLS and mods. It is the positivity and the love within the community. It's such a positive environment, which is, for me, is a breath of fresh air in crypto because it's so hard to find. You just don't see this. You don't see what Monad is doing. And this is only one aspect of Monad and what they're doing. They're doing so much more, but the community is so great. I cannot count how many Discords that I've been in where I go in there, it's a new project, I don't know a whole lot, I ask a question because I'm a newbie, and I get talked down to because I'm a newbie. They tell me I'm a newbie, and their response to my question is very negative, and it's an immediate red flag turn off to me. I'm pretty much done with that project if I see that in a Discord. The Monad Discord, complete opposite of that. You go in there and you ask a question, you're going to get a response from not just one person. You're going to get a response from multiple people helping you in a positive manner, in a positive way. This is unprecedented in crypto. So great to see. There's also just a fantastic group of KOLs that are super cool and funny. And that's one of the things about Monad too, is just the sense of humor within the ecosystem. Nobody takes anything too seriously. Everybody's joking around. That took me a while to get used to. I'd never seen anything like that in crypto. And I wasn't sure if people were serious or joking. After diving deep in, they're pretty much always joking and having fun, which is awesome. awesome, making it an enjoyable, fun experience surrounded by lots of love. The Monad KOLs are unlike anything I've ever seen. I don't even want to call them KOLs because they're different than what you normally see. This is my X account. I follow all of them. I'll have some links to them in the description below so you know who to follow. Eventually, I'm going to put an episode out purely about KOLs on Monad. But Berzan is awesome, dude. Fun and helping the community. Toad, super cool. Fantastic KOL. Erkin, awesome. Putting out BLENCH, which is a fantastic NFT project. We're going to look at NFTs here soon. Diego Vaz, again, one of my favorites right there. Cool KOL right there. If you keep scrolling here, Smol, I could keep going. Drykey, super awesome. You know, there's so many out there. There's just a powerful team of KOLs on Monad. You could see that my timeline is nothing but Monad because I'm all in. All I do is support Monad and try to get involved in the community any way that I possibly can. We also have Mike Webb. Mike Webb is a powerful force in the Monad ecosystem. Positive, always involved. He's everywhere. I mean, I don't think he sleeps, but just out there with the community all the time. So got to mention Mike Webb. But there's so many positive people supporting the community and doing great things on Monad. I missed like 1 million people here, but this is the biggest thing for Monad, in my opinion. It's the fantastic community. It's just unbelievable. This episode would not be complete unless I talked about NFTs on Monad. So exciting. There is so much happening on Monad with NFTs. It's the most exciting thing I've seen in many years. I began my channel because of NFTs. When I saw what NFTs were doing back in 2020, I got so excited, I started this channel. I haven't seen anything this exciting since then. And one thing that's different, two things that are different here from then is that was a euphoric bull market where NFTs were going nuts. Everything was going nuts. There was euphoria everywhere. That isn't happening right now. We are technically in a bull market, but we're not at some euphoric phase of the bull market. We're not there. But the NFTs ecosystem on Monad is exploding. And the second thing is it's only testnet. It's not even mainnet. And there's euphoria happening on the Monad testnet about NFTs. This is nuts. It's the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. Not only that, but the art is fantastic. The contributors and the developers are super positive, super excited, doing really cool, innovative things. Monad is doing something nobody else is doing. Nobody. There's no ecosystem that touches this. I don't care if it's Ethereum or whatever. Again, it comes down to the community here, and the community ties into everything. The community is so positive, so excited, doing cool things. And again, this isn't in a euphoric bull market where you have all this euphoria pushing things. This is being pushed in not so great of an environment. This, to me, is astounding and really exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I have not been excited like this in a long time. I'm not going to go into any deep detail about specific NFT projects. I already have 2 episodes out on my channel about NFTs. If you want to learn about specific projects, just click on the link above and I go into deep detail about some of my favorites on Monad. But there are so many. I got a lot of favorites here, a lot. Mullendox is a fantastic project. I wish I held one of these. I don't. Chalk Pass, 100K, absolutely nuts right there. That's absolutely nuts. You got Purple Friends here, Little Chalk Stars, all of these huge, massive potential spikes. I'm a holder of a spike. Meownads is doing a lot. BLENCH Pass, their NFT launch is coming. Not sure when yet. Super bullish on that one. Antonio's doing awesome things. I could go on and on and on. The dApps. There's so many great NFT projects. Again, check out my episodes if you want to learn more. But this episode would not be complete unless I talked about NFTs on Monad. Super exciting. One of the things that's setting Monad apart from the rest. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about here is the ecosystem, the Monad ecosystem. All the builders, all the developers, everything that's being done on the Monad testnet. It is vast. There is so much happening on Monad in this department. You click on the ecosystem directory here. This is the ecosystem directory on the Monad website. I'll have a link to the Monad website in the description below, but you can see here, you can scroll and scroll and scroll, and there is project after project after project. There is so much being built on the Monad testnet. This separates Monad from the rest of crypto once again. So I love Web3. I'm way into Web3. I explore projects all the time. I'm looking at testnets. I'm looking at dApps. I'm looking at gaming. I'm looking at things all the time. Most layer ones, they are begging people to build on their layer one. Monad, that is not the case. People are building. Big part of this comes back to the community. The community once again. People are so passionate in the community. You got developers, you got builders. They're there building and creating on the Monad testnet. Just another aspect of the Monad community. A powerful community, passionate community, people building and creating. There's so much being built and created on the Monad testnet. Again, setting itself apart from the rest. You have projects like Loot Go that is being built on Monad. You have Dusted, Kuru. So projects doing big things specifically on Monad, pushing boundaries. Super exciting. I can't even keep track of all the dApps. I can't. I've interacted with, I don't even know how many. So many. And I feel like I see a new one every day. This is huge. This is massive. I have just not seen anything like this anywhere except for on Monad. There are projects that are doing stuff for sure that have dApps and ecosystems, but not on the level I see with Monad. So this is just another game changer. If you want to learn more about the ecosystem, I have an episode out all about that. Just click on the link above. All right, so another thing that sets Monad apart from the rest of crypto is the developers. Developers, Keone and James, co-founded Monad, and they are ever present within the community. I cannot count how many projects I have been part of where I don't even know who the developers are. I have no clue who they are. They are not present. They don't participate in what's going on within the ecosystem. That is not the case with Monad. Keone and James are ever present and actively encouraging and helping the community build and sharing with them, and talking with them. And not only that, but they are both very humble, not big egos being thrown around, which again is something so toxic in crypto that you see all the time. They're such cool dudes, super down to earth and super chill. For me, this is a huge plus. I recommend following Keone. This is his Twitter profile right here. I'll have a link to this in the description below. Also follow James. I'll have this in the description below as well. This is his X account. I'd also recommend following Pipeline. Pipeline is a really good resource for everything, really, Monad, but they're real active in discussions with Keone and James. They recently had a big talk with both of them. So check out Pipeline as well. Follow both Keone and James on X. Shout out to the Pipeline. Shout out to Keone. Shout out to James. You are all awesome. Okay, so that concludes this episode. I could literally talk for 3 more hours about why Monad is so special and why it's so different, but I wanted to keep this one as short and concise as possible. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If this episode was helpful, drop me a comment, let me know. Also, hit the subscribe button and click like. It's very much appreciated. Until next time, I wish you health and wealth. I'm out of here. Crypto.